Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Triggered Motherfuckers. That is Alo, the keyboard goddamn warrior. I am Ashton Lamprey. We are here today to talk about the craziness that's been going on in this little fucking dirty rock of ours. How you doing, sir?
Man, I'm good. Just chilling. Just got home from work and hanging out. Doing what I do, man. What about you? How's everything going now?
I'm good, bro. Like, my baby's sleeping, the better half is asleep, so they're chilling. So afterwards, once this is all wrapped up, I'm going to walk my dog, and then I'm going to be going on Fortnite, guys. Let's go.
This motherfucker.
Dude,
Let's start with that. Fortnite fucking blew up. It was already like a decent sized thing, and then Drake got on there with that ninja motherfucker, and now everybody's doing it. Now it's like massive.
Yeah, like it's a weird one though, because a few months ago, like PUBG, like when that first got put onto console, all the Xbox heads and all that kind of thing was going, screw you guys, we've got the best game, you haven't got it on PlayStation, etc., etc. And then obviously Fortnite's on PlayStation and Xbox and on mobile now. But everybody was like, kind of like, this is a lot more fun. It's a little bit easier. It's not
free.
easy. It's a little bit more quirky. It's free. Also, that's a high benefit. But a lot of people are putting into money into the skins, and they have no attribute affecting kind of qualities or anything. So people are reinvesting in the content just because it's fun. And it's kind of funny now that a lot of people have turned around and they were saying that PUBG was going to be this big game and stuff like that. And now it's not even in the top 5 streamed games in the States. Whereas, like, Twitch is you see the rankings and everything, and now Fortnite is even above League of Legends. Yeah, League of Legends, and that's like been their mainstay. That's been the biggest game that's always on there with like at least 50,000 to 100,000 people streaming that shit. Now it's fucking Fortnite. People are just bumping that.
Dude, fucking Andre Drummond of the Pistons, Reggie Jackson of the Pistons, fucking NBA players. Paul George plays it from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Obviously Drake was on the other day with a weird looking white dude, and then like
that ninja dude is the goddamn like.
Hey, full disclosure, I know jack fucking shit about Twitch people, and I give jack fucking shit about Twitch people.
Oh no, I get that.
But I saw that. I saw that he like. I watched maybe 5 minutes of the video of Drake and him. I mean, first of all, this motherfucker can play. Second of all, Drake was actually kind of funny, and people came through. I was like, "What the fuck?" All right, and I was just like, "Hey, do you, man? That's smart."
600,000 people tuned in live to watch those play. Put that into perspective. That's more than some countries. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're talking over 500,000. I think it was 635,000 people tuned in to watch these two play. Ninja apparently earns. This is allegedly-ish. Do you know what I mean? But apparently earns around about 500,000 a month.
All right, IRS, you know what to do. We'll get this motherfucker. Where's he based out of?
I think he's near Chicago because
IRS, go get this motherfucker. Fuck that shit. I just did my taxes and I got fucked over I do every year. So go get this motherfucker and give me my tax money. It's bullshit.
Additional to that, though, this guy's a goddamn fucking assassin when it comes to that game, though. Like, I'm looking at him build and I'm looking at him getting these kills and stuff, and I'm like, I could play this game for the next fucking 20 years and I will never get to that level. It's insane. But apparently he was a former Halo player for like a pro team or something, like an esports team.
I don't know what kind of person gets that good at video games. Like someone that has that much time, or just some people just have it?
I think it's a have thing. I think you can work on your craft, but like this guy seems like he has like ADHD. So like to him, everything's sporadic, and I don't quote me on that. I don't know if he does have ADHD, but watching how he plays and how he looks, how he maneuvers and stuff, he kind of has a little bit of a twitch to him. That's all.
Okay. Well, fair enough, man. Hey, look, fair play. If you can make money doing what you love, I'm 100% behind you on that. Like for real, other than murdering people, like if you can make money fucking playing video games, a bunch of retards watch you on TV, online, do your thing, dog. Fully support that.
I'm just saying this. If there's girls who can sit in front of a camera and blast themselves and get paid, then a guy should be able to make money playing video games.
That being said, God bless those ladies that are doing God's work.
God's plan. God's plan.
I watched that video that you sent me, that video, that snap of you beat, like, knocking out Dana White and Mark Hunt with God's plan being in the background. I got a good laugh out of that. I'll be honest with you. I was like, I haven't played it.
It was there, bro.
I haven't played the game since fucking, I don't know.
That was the first time I've been on it in like about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've been playing. I played it before, but now I'm playing it on like trying to, you know, when you really like a video game and you want to like accomplish all the little things. So I got Hitman again.
Oh right.
And so now I'm hitting all the challenges. I want to do it to, you know, like, to where I used to just go like fucking psycho and just shoot everybody. I don't give a fuck. Now I'm trying to like not kill people I don't have to kill and just take out the targets and shit. It's pretty fun. But
I was just going to mention, when you just mentioned about shootings and stuff like that, what was your take? Did you see the Sacramento Kings owner come out and talk about it?
So for anyone that missed it, Sacramento Kings, obviously NBA team. In Sacramento, there was a shooting. I don't have all the details on it, so I can't speak to what I think about the shooting itself. But apparently, a young man was shot and killed in a backyard. I think his grandparents' backyard.
His grandparents. He got shot 20 times.
He got shot 20 times. So I saw the video where he's on the ground and they're blasting this dude, and they just keep blasting him. But they told him, put your hands up, and I think he was doing that, and he had a phone in his fucking hand, unfortunately for that motherfucker. And then the guy goes, like, if you watch it and you hear the audio, and he goes, put your hands up, gun, pa, 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 pa. It's like that quickly. That quickly he fucking went off on that shit. Blasted this poor cat 20 times. Allegedly had been busting windows or something like that with some kind of fucking. They don't even know if it was that guy. Like, it's so blurry, right? But regardless, huge protest. I think outside the arena. I think that's what it was. Right. And it was like, you know, low numbers in attendance and whatnot. So the owner decided to say something about it. And he basically said, you know, we stand with you. This is a horrible event. He said as much as he could without saying, you know, the cops are wrong. He went to right before that. I can't tell you the cops are wrong. I can tell you that they fucking suspended both of those dudes with pay, but they're on administrative leave or whatever, I think, which is normal when you fucking kill somebody. Yeah. And it's dude, I don't know. I mean, look, man, he's taking a risk on this. All right, he's taking a risk. You can't take a knee anywhere anymore. You can't protest shit if you make a certain amount of money, because people go, well, what do you know? You throw or catch a football, you shoot a basketball. Now you got an owner who owns the team, who is a businessman, who doesn't shoot basketballs for a living, huh?
Billionaire.
Right. And he just elected one to be, and you can't shit talk this motherfucker because you just elected another billionaire to be president. Maybe shut the fuck up and like relax with your shit, because people immediately went after him. Like, oh, he's anti-cop, he's anti this, and I'm like, bitch, did you not listen to the words that came out of his face? Come on now. That was just saying, like, we stand with Sacramento. That's basically what he said. He should have just said that, honestly.
I think it's a very important thing to do as well on his behalf, considering the majority of his roster are African American. So I think that you really do have to set a precedent that you're on side as well, because, you know, as stupid as it sounds, like, it could happen to anybody, could that? Because at the end of the day, like, I'm going to say something that might seem a little bit offhand here, but I can see why the cops react the way that they do. If they think somebody's got a gun in their hand, you don't have, like, I'm being completely, like, I'll put it to you right now. So say you're in a rough area, yeah? Like, you go to a rough area and you see somebody like lurking around like the vehicle that you drive or working, yeah? And you see them, and then the next thing you know, they take something out of their hand, like out of their pocket, or they reach for something and they point it towards you, or something towards that effect. What's the first thing you think to do, though? Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm with you. Look.
You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that they're right in the concept of what they did. I'm just saying, though, that the margin for error is so small and so quick. There's almost like you can't ever get that right. You can only get it wrong, really wrong, or you get it right. There's no really right. It's either right or you got it really wrong.
Pretty much. Like, look, here's the thing about police officers, and Rogan's beat this thing to death, right? But when they hire police officers, they don't necessarily want the smartest ones. They want the ones that can react, right? And if you're going to be taught and trained to react to something, the second you see a hand move and an object in it, and even remotely looks like a gun, like, you're going to fire because your life's on the line too. Here's the thing. And I learned this when I took, because I have my concealed weapons permit, right? So when you do that, you have to go take a class, right? And they teach all this stuff. But what the instructors like were adamant about was you got to be smart about when you introduce a gun. Even if you're in a situation where someone has a gun out, you got to understand that the second your gun comes out, that situation has changed. That person might not have had any indication or any thoughts about shooting or killing anybody. They were just there to scare you with the gun, take your shit, and get the fuck out, right? The second you introduce that gun, that person immediately goes, oh shit, they're going to shoot me. Now I got to defend myself. That changed the dynamic of the entire situation. Now, imagine if you're a cop. You've been called. Someone called 911. They need help. You're going over there, right? And then the person you're looking at does this shit. What's your mind going to think? Oh, shit, my life's in danger. Better me than you. Or, better you than me, right? It's unfortunate and it's ridiculous, honestly. But to get up until you have all the facts in the case. Okay, have there been previous like shootings like these and killings like these that were fucking obvious the cop was just in the wrong? Absolutely. And did anything happen to those guys? No. All right. But you can't really judge anything until you get all the facts. And unfortunately, this thing's already being politicized by certain groups. But and right now the gun thing is a huge thing in this country. Like, I don't know if you guys are talking about it much over there, but over here it's exhausting.
We kind of look at you guys and go, you guys are crazy. Because I see tweets that people like retweet about like somebody turned around and I saw somebody tweet, you guys have 100 times more acid crimes than we do in the States. And I was like, yeah, because we don't have guns. Like, imagine if we had more guns on the street. Of course there'd be more guns. Like, a small enclosed island if you threw like 100,000 guns onto the streets of like the UK, of course there's going to be more killings. Like, and the thing is though is like those acid attacks.
Yeah.
If you compared them to like what's the word? Like a, what do you call it now? Like a public shooting like that happens in like schools or what's the word? Yeah, mass shooting. That's what I couldn't think of the word. So when a mass shooting happens in the States, like that's not uncommon. Like, but it's common enough. So like comparing that to like even acid attacks is baffling to me because that might happen like an acid attack might happen like once a month, whereas like one of your like shootings happens like fucking once a week.
And that acid attack thing seems to be more like a fucking like almost like a weak, like an awful trend where it's just like it's almost always a scorned lover. Somebody got upset at somebody, like, if I can't have you, no one can. Exactly. First of all, if you do that to somebody, for sure you got to get your dick cut off if you're a guy. Like if you're a dude, you have to have your dick cut off, and then they'll throw in the tall grass so you can spend the rest of your days trying to look for it, bitch. Fuck you if you do that shit to somebody. That's fucking evil shit. All right,
we just turn around and we just watch you guys, and I see the tweets.
Yeah,
from
dude,
like, you guys are just crazy.
It's incredible because there's nobody willing to have a conversation about it on either side. Okay, so you get the program people. Okay, which by the way, it's hilarious that people. I actually have somebody DM me. So I think yesterday I tweeted out something about a gun I'm looking for. Like I don't have many, but the ones that I do actually like. And responsible with them, motherfuckers. All right, they're locked up at all times when I don't have them on my person. This is what it is. Okay, I'm not an asshole with that shit. Other shit, total asshole. But I tweeted out about a gun, and no one replied to it, and I was like, that's weird. I'm followed by a bunch of Trumpy people. There should be somebody that knows about this gun. Like a lot of people like guns. I mean, someone should know something about this gun. I have questions. I don't need answers before I go. Drop $100 on this thing, and then I got a DM from somebody. I'm not gonna put their name out there because I understood what they were saying. We tried to have a conversation about it, but they got butthurt and blocked me, so whatever. But
whoa,
here's the thing: they were like, "How could you tweet that?" And I go, "About what?" And then they fucking sent me my own tweet, and I'm like, "Oh, that? Well, yeah, I'm looking to purchase it because it's brand new. It's nice. It's lighter weight than what I have. I have a pretty heavyweight I'm not for conceal weapon. I actually have it sitting right here, but I'm not gonna put it on camera. But
don't put it on camera.
I'm not.
Don't put it on fucking camera, bro.
Yeah, hey, Ash. How bad you want to trigger some people today? Anyway,
like we would literally get kicked off of the fucking like.
Oh, easily. You see what YouTube's been doing this shit? God damn. Anyway, anyway, it's a heavier weight. The one that I'm looking for is lighter weight and more capacity, and it'd be easier to carry. I mean, I fucking move around a lot at work. I don't need to be, have an extra 2 pounds on myself just because it's heavy gun. So I go, oh, I was looking for this, I'm just trying to see if anyone knows about this gun, and they went off. I'll say she went off, upset. How could you tweet this out in the same week that they were going to do it? It said we. She includes herself in this whole March for Our Lives thing that's going down in DC this weekend.
I saw you tweet about that though.
I was like, yeah, no. That's why I tweeted out about it, because I was like, what the fuck? What are they trying to accomplish? Someone tell me? Because now I'm annoyed by it because this bitch fucking had the balls to come out and say some shit. I hope she's watching. I hope you see this, because something wrong with you. Okay, she went off fucking saying that, like, I can't believe you tweeted this out the weekend before. Don't you? The decent thing would have been to not talk about it. And I go, do you know me? I mean, how long have you been watching my shit? I will say anything I want to whenever I want to. All right. I'm not saying, oh, when's the next school shooting? Sign me up. It's bullshit. I've never, no one's saying that shit. All I said was, does anyone know anything about this? And that's it. If you didn't have to say anything. But they got super upset and started saying like more kids have been killed or more children have been murdered in schools than U.S. soldiers since some year, which doesn't make any sense to me. That number doesn't make sense, right? But regardless, it's a weird thing, because one side takes it as this is our March for Our Lives, and the other side takes it as the mass media or the left. Everyone, let's say liberals and the left, are using these kids, like those the kids from the shooting in Florida. They're using those kids to further their agenda. They want to take their guns. First of all, ain't no one gonna take anybody's guns. Please believe that shit will never happen. What they want to do is limit the kind of guns you can get, okay, and put background checks. And my first thought, and here's the thing. So, and you tell me what you think about this. Okay. People don't think that people that are in the middle, they don't exist. I'm very in the middle. We've talked about this shit. I use my brain. I like to take a subject or a problem or an issue, let it swirl around my brain for a few minutes, think of my own opinion, and then go splurt it out. Some shit I'll say is conservative, some shit I'll say is liberal. It all depends, right? Just like Chris Rock says, right? Crime, I'm conservative. Prostitution, I'm liberal. That's what he says. That's exactly me, right? So I had to talk, people for some reason think I lean left, and I don't lean either way. Fuck everybody. Honestly, if you join a team without thinking about your own shit, go fuck yourself. You're already a waste of fucking air to me. Because you don't think, you don't use this up here. You have it up here for a reason, fuckhead. So this dude that I train with, not jujitsu, no jujitsu had things like this, but at least I don't think so. But someone I was working out with was telling me like, these liberals are trying to fucking take our guns and stuff. And I'm like, no one's trying to take your guns, dude. And what do you mean? I'm like, do you read or anything, watch something or listen to a podcast or something? Well, then you tell me what they're trying to do. Better background checks and limit the kind of guns you can get. Like no military. Basically, they want to stop the military style weapons. That's all they're trying to do. Well, the slippery slope, man. It's a slippery slope. They're going to take all our guns. And I'm like, holy shit, dude. Do you know what it would take to take the thing it would take to take away everyone's guns? So my question to you from someone on the other side of the ocean there. And this is what I say to people, and actually no one can ever give me an answer. I think it's reasonable that it should be as difficult or more difficult to purchase a firearm than it is to purchase a vehicle.
I'm going to say this. I personally think that you should only be allowed, that this is just my opinion.
Sure.
I think that you should only be able to purchase a gun under certain occupations where, like if it's a high risk kind of esque job, for security purposes. I don't believe that you should be able to buy them just to have in your home unless you have an extensive, background check and you know, because in the UK you can have guns in your home, but the police actually come to your home, check all, like they make sure that you've been put like the proper kind of safe. They tell you what location to put your gun, like all that. They go through everything with you. Because my mum and her husband, they just recently purchased some hunting rifles. But in my opinion, I don't think you should be able to do that. I think that guns should be for security and security purpose, like jobs, and that's just it. I don't believe that, you know, my next door neighbor, you know, is a pensioner. Why does he need a gun? But in the States, you could get a gun just because. You know, like, why do you need a gun? You don't need a gun. You know, the more I'm a big believer in the more you introduce a problem, the more problems that you're going to create. And I think the more people that have guns, of course, there's going to be more gun crime. And I think that the biggest problem, and I mean this in all due respect, the biggest problem with the States is you guys are fucking crazy. Like, there's too many crazy people to be just handing out fucking. Yeah. Like, do you have this in the States? You know, like we have like companies that hand out free Coca-Cola cans. Do you know what I mean? Like in the middle of the cities and stuff.
Oh, like we get that all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
As promotions people.
That's how I feel like you guys are with the fucking guns. Like,
I wish. Hey,
here's a gun for you. Like,
Hey, I wish a little bit. I don't want to spend $500 on this shit. It's expensive. Here's the thing,
and quadruple the amount. It should be quadruple the amount.
Right. They should make you think about it. Yeah. Like, and just like I was saying, like to me, because the situation we're in, because you're not going to be able to collect all the guns. It's not going to happen. Okay. Every state has different laws. For example, in Arizona, my gun's not registered. You don't have to register shit. I could literally go fucking hit up somebody on armslist.com, which is an actual website. It's like Craigslist for guns, and be like, hey, meet me at this place. I'll give you $300 for that shit. Yeah, cool. Go, hand it over. Thanks, dude. Peace. Literally, bye. Like 15-second thing.
On that is you could go there, they could shoot you and take your $300.
And take your $300. Exactly. It's right. It could be that. It's a little touchy. Hey, it's a little touchy, isn't it? So. Gun shows are just like that though. That's what most people prefer to meet at gun shows because there's a shitload of people there. But in the situation where I know. Here's the thing. In the situation, dude, you would panic if I took you to a gun show here. Like I thought I would panic. You would panic. Last gun show I went to, I was surrounded by white people with guns. You know how I felt for a fucking hour? I was terrified.
I'd be okay.
One of these white, yeah. Till they heard your accent, be like, "What are you doing here? You're not American. You don't love freedom."
You try to enslave us, boy.
Yeah. Here's the thing. So, I think in the situation we're in, there's so many guns, you're not able to collect them all. At least make it way more difficult to buy. I think. You know what I mean? And again, this dude that I was talking to that goes to my gym, he was so against that. I don't think it should be any harder. It should be easy. In fact, it should be just as easy as it is now. It takes me 5 minutes to buy my gun. It took me 10 minutes to get mine, by the way. Okay, it took 10 minutes. They did a background check with the feds, and it was it. So
I'm just gonna say this though. I think it's funny that like somebody was coming at you for your pursuit of a new gun, while this week that's just dropped, the Deadpool 2 trailer came out where all kinds of guns were going
fire
everywhere.
I am so pumped for this movie. Dude, that mean the fucking trailer's perfect. I'm so out of love. You know that shit? And all of a sudden, here comes Deadpool. Start the fucking car. Like, that's a Deadpool movie, motherfuckers. Oh my god!
That big motherfucker.
I disliked Ryan Reynolds a lot.
Oh, I love Ryan Reynolds.
Before the Deadpool movie. Okay. I forgot what he annoyed me. Something about him annoyed the fuck out of me. I forgot what movie it was. The only movie I liked about him was that Van Wilder. You ever seen that?
Yeah, that's a fire.
Van Wilder was funny as shit. But then all his movies after that to me were total shit. And I'm just like, fuck Ryan Reynolds. I'm not watching any of his movies anymore. And then Deadpool came out and I'm like, okay, Ryan, I'm in. Don't fucking let me down, you asshole. I'm in. And now Deadpool 2, I'm even more in. I'm like, I can't wait till this shit comes out.
I'm probably quite amused that I forgot the name of the character, but you know the girl who was using like the electrical kind of whips and stuff,
right?
She's the girlfriend of Warhead, the other chick, the short haired chick. So
what?
Yeah, no guy peer pressured her into prom sex.
Yeah. Is it gonna be? Are we gonna watch it? We get to see any carpet munching in the movie? I hope so.
Maybe in the third film when they're a bit older, legal.
And
Because I don't even think that they're 16 yet. I don't know. Maybe
in the movie or the character or the actors?
Well, both.
Oh, really? I didn't know that shit.
I presume that.
I always assume. Yeah, I always assume that because if they're younger, they can still be like they're probably like 20-year-old like actors and shit.
Yeah, it's just one of those weird ones that I'm not sure, but like there has been cases with, like because they're not doing anything like because she doesn't do anything majorly violent in that last film. She only
okay. Yeah.
So there's no kind of like it's that kind of thing of like you can have kids in all kinds of different like adult-esque films as long as they're not doing or
gotcha.
So because it implements as a kid go and kill someone and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, until you have Dakota Fanning getting raped in a movie, that was fucked up.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't see the movie. I remember I heard about it. I was like, she's doing what?
I'm not
Dakota
about that.
Fanning getting raped in a movie. I'm not watching that shit. Meanwhile, it made a bunch of money when that came out. It tells you about sick ass people out there.
I want to throw this out there because this is something that I really, really wanted to talk about. Did you actually listen to some of the Wendy's songs off the mixtape?
I did not. I was driving home when you sent me that, and I completely spaced.
God,
is it that good?
Right. I'm not gonna lie. Right, hear me out. Right.
Don't get us kicked off of YouTube by playing it.
The music. Pardon?
So don't get us kicked off of YouTube by playing it.
No, I ain't gonna play shit. Basically, Wendy's the is it a burger place that you have?
Yeah, Wendy's is a fast food burger spot.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, they just went and made a mixtape with this chick who's rhyming over some beats. That's like the beats are actually all right. She's all right. She's kind of nice, but basically they're dissing like KFC, Burger King, fucking everybody, and it's actually really entertaining. They're only like 2-minute songs each, and there's only like 4 songs. But I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty much better than any mumble rap song going right now. So I expect this to be like a #1 fucking like smash in the States.
Here's the thing too. It's with Wendy's has like the best PR people on the planet. I mean, their Twitter account burns people like consistently all the fucking time. You go at them, they'll come at you, and it's always hilarious. They really rarely will go over the line if they ever do. And it's like hilarious. Whoever the PR team is, everyone needs to hire these motherfuckers. They're really good. But I'm going to have to listen to that mixtape then after the show because that sounds pretty fucking funny. Honestly. But their campaigns are pretty good. Dude, fuck. I remember in high school I used to eat their food. They have like a double. Dude, their food used to give me stomach aches. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like the best thing about Wendy's is the fries and this thing called a Frosty, which is basically a shitload of ice cream in a giant cup. It's not really a shake. It's ice cream. You're eating it with a spoon. They call it a shake. It's not.
You have 5 Guys over there. You have 5 Guys, don't you?
Wait, 5 Guys, yeah.
Yeah, it's like is it like their shakes?
Way thicker.
Oh.
Like it's like actual. It might as well be actual ice cream, just less frozen.
See, we only got like 5 Guys about 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, isn't it awesome?
We just got Taco Bell in the. I remember messaging. Yeah, it was horrible.
Talk about dog shit.
There's a burrito place in the like the international food court that we have in one of our shopping centers. They do the best burritos ever. It's like the size of my forearm. It's fucking huge.
Yes, that's how you know. Hey, look, people, ladies and gentlemen, this is the PSA for everybody. If you go to a spot and the burrito is like the McDonald's ones, those little like tiny dick ones, like that's not a burrito. You're eating like shit rolled into a tortilla, if that's even a tortilla. Okay. When you get burrito, you can't fit it in your mouth. That's how you know it's a good burrito.
It was literally like half a sheet of tin foil wrapped around it, and I was literally holding it like that. Do you
guys have Chipotle?
No. Yeah, we do. I'm not no.
Not into it? Okay. Chipotle does giant burritos too. Dude, you need to fucking take a trip over here. You're here like a couple of weeks. I'm gonna show you around this motherfucker. All right. You're gonna come over here and be like, where am I right now? No, just kidding. Arizona's a little trippier than most
like when you got with that same thing said though, like when I see some of your chocolates that come over here when we occasionally get them, and then I see you guys raving about ours, I just think it's so crazy when I see like the differences. Of course. Because you see our like Cadbury's stuff, and we take it for granted. Like we're like, it's Cadbury's, like it's whatever. And then we see all your kind of crazy shit. Like you,
women go insane for that shit, dude.
Cadbury's.
Women go insane. Yeah.
Bro, it's just basic chocolate though to me. Then
dude, women love it, especially the ones that are on their period. They're like, "Give me a Cadbury." It's like you get brownie points. You might get head that night if you fucking.
It's the only thing you're getting, my guy.
Yeah. Oh, unless, look, hey. Unless you ain't afraid of no bat wings on your face, this is what it is. It looks like a murder scene.
Man, he's trying to get up that dirt track as your boy Eddie. I'm just saying.
Look, bro, it's just don't have any cuts in your face or your mouth. You're fine. I've never done that shit. I'm saying. He's looking around like, what the fuck? What just happened?
Yo, speaking about eating though, one of the things that we were going to talk about is the England players, the football players, are not allowed to eat Starbucks or drink Starbucks coffees and food.
Okay, is there a political reason for that, or is there like we want you guys to be in shape reason for that?
It's a case of like the syrup. They don't want the football players having the syrup, and you know, like having that bad sugars and kind of like
that's smart.
Like so, but that was the main reason. But it's funny though, because over the years there's been a few things where like stuff like this has happened, and one of the past football managers, I don't know if you remember, Fabio Capello, he was a former Real Madrid manager also, but he actually banned ketchup as well.
Smart. I eat a lot of ketchup and it fucks me up too, but it's so delicious. But it's delicious, man. I love it. No, but it adds the perfect amount of like this. I don't know how to explain it. It adds the perfect taste to everything that I put it on. Anyway, look, man, I get it, man. But it's funny that it's become a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Pep Guardiola banned pizza as well.
Look, if I am the manager of any team, the head coach, fucking owner, if I run an athletic program of any kind, professional or otherwise, I am banning all that shit. You can forget about Burger King. You can forget about McDonald's. Hey, tell Connor, sorry, I can't have a Whopper. Fucking can't forget about Wendy's. You can forget about all that shit. At least you can have it for about a month if the season's over. And then you got to get back to training, eating right. You know what I mean? Because fuck that shit. Your job is to fucking perform physically. You know what I mean?
After seeing LeBron James's, because he got into trouble. I was reading that he got into trouble with the Cavs owner because he has his own personal trainer, and he says, if I'm paying millions for this team to get trained, I want you to be trained by the guys who I'm paying for, because otherwise, what if like the other stuff that they're doing that we're doing is better, or if you're not like in the fitness kind of protocol that we want, then we don't know where you're at. Hey,
LeBron, real quick, right here, LeBron. If Dan Gilbert don't want you, baby, hey, come over here. You can do all your own shit. Come to Phoenix. Come play for the Suns. All right. You can bring your own trainers. You can bring your own coach for all we fucking care. We don't have one anyway. Our head coach is interim right now. You can bring whatever you want, dog. All right. You can do your own thing, baby. We don't give a fuck. All right.
I've got to ask you, how are you feeling right now with all the NBA? How are you seeing the proceedings? How do you feel like everything going? Obviously, you know, the Warriors are like battered and bruised. Rockets are pulling up. You know, Raptors just fell off a little bit. You know, Cleveland's starting to come good at winning the past 3 games in a row. You know,
real quick, just to wrap up the Dan Gilbert thing, the Cavs owner thing. Fuck that guy. All right, who gives a shit what he says? He knows nothing about anything. All right, he lost arguably the second best player of all time once. All right, and he got lucky as fuck to get him back. He's about to lose him again. If you didn't learn your lesson the first time, you're a fucking asshole. Go fuck yourself. I hope LeBron leaves 100%. Like, I'm saying it right now. I hope he leaves. I hope he goes to Houston, dude. Houston.
I think he's going to go to 76ers.
If he does, I mean, it's kind of redundant with Ben Simmons there. He might get traded. But I think if I'm LeBron, I'd rather go to Houston and shut everybody up about, oh, LeBron only stays in the East because it's not hard. It's like an easy, which we're finding out is not true. But is an easy pass to the finals because he's in the East. Okay, fine, bitch. I'm going to go to Houston. I'm going to fuck everybody up. I'm going to take out your Warriors, and then I'm going to win the title anyway and come up middle fingers. Like, what do you guys going to say now?
You've got four rings out of 8, or 4 rings out of 7 by that time.
Yeah, but he went to the finals that many times. And Tom, no one says anything for anybody. Dude, no. Here's the thing. We're fucking minimizing how hard it is to get to the finals.
No, I agree with you. It's not an accolade.
Right. Oh, to get there? No, okay. It's not an accolade because you didn't win shit. But
exactly.
But here's the thing, like, fuck, it's so hard to get to the goddamn final. It's hard to get to the playoffs for a lot of people.
Do you think it's a different league though? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, in consideration,
easier.
Yeah,
that's what it seems like. But that's what it seems like the argument is. Oh, it was easy for LeBron. What do you mean it was easy? Did you see all the shit he had to go through?
I'm not saying it's easy for him, but what I'm saying is though is like it's a different kind of game, like in the sense that like he can like big men don't usually get 10 assists every game.
Sure,
like the scorers, but he's one of the best.
Oh yeah, of course the game's different. Yeah, it was pussy like crazy. Have you seen and this is what I think I've seen, and I don't want to get away from the postseason thing talk because I do have thoughts about that. But this season, you know how many times like Kevin Durant's been ejected a bunch of times, and LeBron got his first ejection of his career in year 14 or 15, whatever it is.
Yeah, 15. Year
15, it was his first ejection of the year. The officials are letting guys play more, like a little bit more. Like the last ejection, the ejection I saw from LeBron, he went out, he got smacked, he got fouled. They didn't call, and he lost his mind. Steph Curry has gotten ejected a handful of times. Kevin Durant on the same thing. They're not necessarily letting him play like the 90s, but if you go to the hoop, be prepared to take a smack because you're going to get hit, and they're not going to call it.
Yeah, but don't you think the difference is, though, is like the guys in the 90s, if they'd have caught a smack, they'd have been scrapping 0.5 seconds afterwards, whereas now, we can remember when, I can't remember who it was against, but you can remember where James Harden started pulling up and he was doing all this kind of bullshit.
Yeah,
I was just
that's my favorite thing to see people do. They do this little short pull. You know, the short pull where they pull the shorts up just a tad. They're like, huh. And they do this shit. I'm like, why is your elbows out, bro? Like, get your hands out. I'm like, yeah, and this. I'm like, get your hands like right here. You're gonna get uppercutted to death, dude. Like you're gonna eat a flying knee. You need to stop this shit. This is nonsense. All right, this is fucking nonsense. What are you doing? All right, for example, like if Kevin Durant ever goes up to James Johnson in the Miami Heat and does this shit, I can't wait for James to do a flying knee because it's fucking what? He knows how to do that. That dude trains MMA. All right. God, I hope Kevin Durant puts the wrong guy, dude. Fucking,
but that's the difference, though.
Is there a bigger pussy in the NBA than Kevin Durant?
Ooh.
And I'll tell you why. How many times has he been done the tough guy act and then back down really quick?
Especially when it concerns a certain Mr. Westbrook.
Especially with Westbrook, he's back down. I'm like, ooh. Kevin Durant just talks
because he's got like 40 ribs. He's all the ribs. He's literally the Slender Man. Like what we're talking about, like. I can't. Like, Kevin Durant is legitimately like he looks the most frail person I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, look, man, Kevin Durant he's a fake. All right, no, not just him though. A lot of players in the NBA are fake tough guys. Yeah, they're fake tough guys.
What was the name of the cat who tried to start from the Clippers when Houston was there? Patrick
Beverley.
Yeah.
He's real. You don't fuck with that guy. He'll fucking throw on you. He would do it. PJ Tucker, the Rockets would do it because I saw him do it here when he was in Phoenix. He started to scrap. Who else to start a fucking fight? Don't give a shit. Rajon Rondo is a talker, but it feels like he would scrap with somebody. Kevin Garnett would have scrapped with somebody back in the day.
I know somebody who I'm betting something here, and I'm going to DM you this the other day. Yeah. I will quite gladly put money on the line saying I will bet that Joel Embiid will have some form of interaction with WWE, whether it be a WrestleMania or some kind of crazy bullshit. I bet you anything he'll be involved with WWE at some point, just for a one-off, spectacle thing like they did with Shaq and a few other people that they've been over the years. But I'm betting you anything Joel Embiid will be on WWE at some point.
And he should. Do we have anybody that's that charismatic in the NBA right now? Fuck no. Nobody's as charismatic as this cat. Great on social media. Great on interviews. Talk shit. Backs it up. What more do you want?
Just give him some bad knees.
Yeah. His knees. You got to be careful with that guy. But like when Shaq went on there and fought the Big Show like twice or whatever it was.
That was fucking cool.
That was cool to see. I was like, okay.
Big motherfuckers.
Yeah, it made me tune in because I was like, how big is Big Show? I haven't seen him in a while. Let's tune in for this shit. They're like right here. They're eye to eye. I'm like, whoa. Hey, somebody teach Big Show how to back somebody down in the basket and get him on an NBA
team. Big Show with the post spin.
Can you imagine just the fact that his body takes up that fucking room on the court would be ridiculous. And the end of Shaq's career was that he couldn't jump anymore, couldn't rebound, bad back, bad knees, bad everything, bad feet. All he was there was to take up space, and people couldn't go to the basket. That's how fucking good of a center and like how big he is or was. But
going back to the subject that we were on about before, though. So, how do you feeling about the end of the season is going to fall out, and what kind of prediction you have?
A few thoughts here. And most of these teams, I think, even all these teams are postseason bound. The Spurs, Kawhi Leonard, are they in the playoff hunt? They're in the hunt, right?
I think they're in the playoffs right now, but they're not guaranteed just yet.
Oh yeah, no. No. In the West, it goes to about the very last 2 weeks of the season before anyone locks anything up, other than the Warriors and the Rockets. They're in already.
I think the Raptors and Boston have already.
In the East. Yeah, Cavs are like this close, but they need to.
No, Cavs are secured.
Secured. All right, cool. All right.
So is it currently?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find the West one, just so we can be sure about this. But Spurs are in 6, so there's a game in hand. There's like a game.
Name them out 1 through 8.
From the West, it's Utah, Wolves, Spurs, Thunder, Pelicans, Portland, Warriors, Rockets, and then in the East, from 8 upwards, as it stands, Bucks, Heat, Washington, Pacers, 76ers, Cavs, Boston, Raptors.
First of all, shout out Damian Lillard. I've been saying it for fucking years since this cat got drafted. All right, just because he's loyal to Portland. Otherwise, this kid, if you put him in LA, and if you switch him with Lonzo Ball, okay, you put him in a big market, he's a huge name. He'd be an MVP candidate. Okay, him and CJ McCollum together in LA would be insane. So I'm a big Lillard fan, legit. I can't wait to see this kid do big fucking things. If they get him a real fucking like big man somewhere that can score, that can shoot threes, and can rebound. But regardless, I think Kawhi Leonard is more injured than he's leading on. They had a players only meeting. Hear me out. They had a players only meeting trying to talk this motherfucker to come back and play, and he was like, "No, something's wrong with my quad." And it's like, okay. So when I heard that, I thought two things. Like, one, they're all faking. Like all the players are faking. He's just resting for the playoffs. He's gonna come back the last week of the season and then murder through the playoffs, right? Or he's more injured than he's leading on. He's holding off of a $200 million extension that they're going to offer him. Okay. And then he's going to sign it and be like, all right, my leg's fucked up. I can't jump anymore. What do we do? But give me my check. Come on, bro. Give me my check. You know what I mean? Why? Because that's a smart thing to do. Athletes don't have a long shelf life. They need to get that money. You know what I mean? So I think that's the thing about the Spurs. The Rockets are right there. Are they getting out of the West? Dude, they have a chance, but if you're betting on just Chris Paul and James Harden to get that team over, shit. Huh?
Capela's playing well.
Right, but I mean, look, the standard that we're comparing everybody to is the Warriors, right? They don't have...
They're dead.
Huh? For now. Oh, I have a theory about that too. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. They're not fucking injured. They're fine.
Oh, okay. I'm with you on that.
They're hey, you know how the Adam Silver was coming down on teams for resting players at the end of the season? Oh, so they're injured. Okay, they're fine. They'll be fine. The Spurs are the Rockets. Capella can't shoot threes. He can't guard anybody on the perimeter. Okay, all I would do is put Draymond Green at the 5. Okay, PJ at the 4. Let the rest fill out, or not PJ at the 4. Draymond Green at the 5. Jordan Bell at the 5 or at the 4, okay, and fill them out, and let's just run and see who. You want to play run and gun with Mike D'Antoni? Fine, go ahead, do that shit up and down. And when the Warriors drop, 150 on you, you only get 101. Have fun with that. They are good defensively though. I like the Rockets defense. It's weird to say that for a Mike D'Antoni team. When Mike D'Antoni was coaching here with Steve Nash and those guys, like we didn't know what defense meant. Like no one here can spell defense, okay? Until Roger Bell got here, but and Matt Barnes to a degree, but yeah, dude, I think the Rockets are right there, but I think they're gonna fall barely short. James Harden's MVP. I don't give a fuck what anyone says, but I think he's gonna. I think they'll fall short. They'll go to the Western Conference Finals and lose to the Warriors, but the Warriors are faking. Please, no one believes this shit.
I'm with you on that.
No one believes this shit. Dislocated thumb? What, Clay? Dislocated thumb? Bruh. Okay. If it's a jiu-jitsu player that gets a dislocated thumb, they wrap that bitch up and fucking go roll. Okay. Fair enough. That's a big investment having that guy, but and he's a shooter. Klay Thompson's fine. Draymond Green's fine. I don't think he's hurt either, is he? Or is
No,
he
it's Kevin Durant with his ribs.
Kevin.
A lot of
Kevin.
them.
Yeah. He's like something like it's almost fractured. I need to sit out. What does that mean, dog? What? Almost fractured? Shut the fuck up. So it's a little bruised. It's a little sore. Okay, shut the fuck up. All right. Anyway, the one guy who I might actually be worried about is Steph Curry because he has, and I'm not worried about because I don't like the Warriors, but
dodgy ankles.
Steph Curry he has the weakest little bitch ankles ever. So it's like if he has a legit ankle injury, like whenever that guy goes to the ground, you look up to the. I bet you every fan looks up to the video screen to see the replay. Like not the ankles, not the ankles. Oh, the knee. Oh, he's fine. You know what I mean? Not the ankles. Those are like fucking prime ankles. Someone asked him. They went as like, "Are you gonna wear high tops now?" He's like, "No, I'm still wearing low tops." What does that tell you? He's probably gonna be fine. You'll be fine. The Warriors are gonna go on healthy. They'll be fine. On the other side, wow, what a time to start sucking for the Raptors. Like, wow, dude, this is a bad spot to start playing like shit there, Kyle.
LeBron came through with the fucking flames, though, to be honest.
Yeah, but
like
I was disappointed. Yeah, I was disappointed in DeRozan. I was disappointed in Lowry. How do you say the center? Valanciunas, whatever the fuck. Yeah, and then Serge is still there, right? Ibaka.
I'm not sure.
His Serge Ibaka should be blocking everybody, so I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Anyway, but I think the Raptors are I think their window started closing last season and it's still closing slowly. Like they have this season to make it to the finals, and they could. I don't think they will, but they could. Boston is hanging on Kyrie's knees, and even then, I mean, shit, he's having like some kind of procedure done, which usually means lifted. Right. It usually means like they're scoping it. They're just gonna like take out a bunch of fluid. If there's fluid building up in your knee, there's a real problem. Like you can't just fucking like they're gonna be watching his knees, huh?
They don't have an estimated time frame whatsoever for his return.
Oh, that's normal for the end of the season. Teams don't want to give away anything, so they're just like, well, we don't have a timetable. And in the back, they'll be like, yeah, he'll be back in like 2-3 weeks. He'll be back for the playoffs, whatever. Or he's not gonna be back at all, and we don't want to fuck up our ticket sales for the playoffs.
No, that's the one.
And that might be what it is. But their playoff hopes hinges on him. Otherwise, that's the team you root for because those are some scrappy motherfuckers that are gonna be throwing down with whoever they end up lining up with. And the Cavs are still the question. Is it because they're injured for the most? Like fucking Tristan Thompson, I think is still out. Larry Nance is still out. Caleb just came back. Is it because they're injured or because they're just not good together? Because, I mean, think about it. You traded Kyrie Irving ultimately for Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance, okay? And then you gave up a bunch of other guys for fucking the cat from Utah, Rodney Hood, George Hill, who I like, but whatever. I like him defensively. I don't really care for him as a scorer, but he's a good passer. Yeah. So they have a weird team, but it's been the last who are the last like 4 champions? Like Warriors, Cavs, Warriors. Who was that before that? Heat? Yeah. Okay, 5 of those teams. Heat, Wade, Bosh, LeBron. Those 2 years of Warriors, the 3 All-Stars. LeBron, Kyrie, Irving, K-Love. The 5 Warriors, the 4 Warriors. I don't even know how many fucking All-Stars they have on their team anymore. You need at least 3 All-Stars at this point to win.
I'm gonna ask you a question then. If the Rockets beat Golden State, if they do, I'm just throwing this out there because we know LeBron can't beat the Warriors with no other All Stars like you said. Can LeBron carry them past the Rockets over 7 games
with the guys they have right now?
Exactly.
Okay. Here's why I think he could make it 7 games or maybe 6 games and win. Okay. Because you have good matchups right there. All right. So you get George Hill in there to be pesky against Chris Paul. Okay. And he gets hurt or he gets injured or he fouls out or whatever. You got Jordan Clarkson, who to me is underrated defensively. Pretty goddamn underrated in my opinion. Okay. At the 2 spot where James Harden is. Rodney Hood is 6'8". as a shooting guard. You know, fucking, you're gonna have J.R. Smith, who to me is underrated as fucking as a defender. He could be pesky. He can be annoying. You know what I mean? He's not a great defender. He doesn't have great defensive like instincts. All right, but when he's focused on defending, he's athletic enough to make up for the deficiencies he has up here as far as the defensive stance and all that. LeBron's LeBron. They're gonna put PJ Tucker on him. They're gonna put Trevor Ariza on. They're gonna double team him, and it's not gonna matter. Kevin Love's getting guarded by who? Ryan Anderson or PJ or Trevor Ariza? Okay, have fun doing that when LeBron's slashing through your fucking lineup, all right, and then kicking out for threes. Have fun with that, motherfucker. It's not gonna be a fun day for you. And then at center, whoever the fuck you want to put in there. Let's say Tristan Thompson's playing center, all right. Okay, you got Clint Capella guarding a guy that's not gonna be shooting the ball very much. Have fun with that. It's not gonna work out well. That's just what it is, all right. I think it's a matchups game at that point. It's gonna be on Eric Gordon to me. To me, if it ends up being the finals. And it's Rockets Cavs. It is Eric Gordon's like time to shine. Okay, it's gonna be on him to pull this shit off because the matchups are gonna be there to get shut down. I would like to move Eric Gordon to the 3 and force LeBron to guard a shooter. All right, he can, and he can get tired too. Okay, that's just what it is to me. So I think LeBron could pull it off though. I think he could pull it off in 7 games or something like that. It'd be a cool, fun series where it's like high scoring numbers and shit. But it's interesting. It's at least interesting. I know you guys don't watch too much NFL over there, but everyone was rooting against the Patriots to make it to the Super Bowl because we're so goddamn tired of the Patriots winning it every year. It's almost boring. All right, the Warriors making it to the finals every year. You're just like, God, could we be done already with this shit? Like, and I'm sure people feel like that about the Cavs too, or LeBron, specifically LeBron.
Yeah.
Like, really, this motherfucker again? It's like, yeah, 7 years in a row. It's like, yeah, but really again? Like, I'm with them, dude. I would love to see a finals of Rockets and healthy Celtics or healthy Sixers. Or even a healthy Raptors would be fun as shit. Rockets Raptors, I think, would be fun. It'd be high scoring. Rockets win that. But I think the Raptors will be a fun underdog story, and I think they pull it to 7 games and probably lose. But I would love to see Sixers Rockets. That'd be fun for me.
Sixers Rockets is way
to me, yeah. To me, if it's not gonna be the Suns, I don't really care who makes it. Like I'm loyal to my team, but it'd be fun to watch Rockets Sixers.
Are you completely writing off Thunder then? Are we completely writing them off?
Yeah, I am.
That makes me sad.
I know, me too. I think they're gonna put up a big fight, and they're seeded 5, 4.
They are currently the 5th.
They're 5th, so they get what? Portland?
Yes. No, they get. Yeah.
They get Portland first round. They should win that. Let's be honest. Should win that. And then they would get one of the either Rockets or Warriors in the second round.
Fucking Thunder though is something though.
And that'll be a fun series to watch. Like, I would love if there was even a possible way. Like, I wish the Thunder were seeded 2 and Warriors 1, or vice versa, because then you would get a Western Conference matchup of just like go fuck yourself and let's go. That should be fun as shit to me, but it's not possible. So I think it's gonna be a good. I hope we get that matchup. I really do. Warriors, OKC at some point in the playoffs. That'd be awesome. And I would honestly be rooting like hell for Russell Westbrook to win that shit. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm writing them off to come out of the West for sure. I'm writing off the Spurs unless Kawhi Leonard makes a miraculous halves. Fucking with you guys, I'm back. Fucking come back. I love Portland, but Portland's not there yet. Yeah. Did you see? Just to you can say whatever you want about it, but you see Dwight Howard had another 30-30 game the other day?
Yeah, what the fuck was that about?
That was flashes of him as a rookie or his first 5 years in the league. He used to do that shit like 30-20s regularly or 20-20s.
And then
he became an asshole. I don't know what. He has back problems though, so I get it.
Oh, bro, that doesn't mean you could be a motherfucking that doesn't mean.
No, he's still an asshole. Have you seen that, dude? Have you gone to his Twitter?
No.
If you go to his Twitter, don't do it actually, because you'll be like, God damn it, fuck Eddie. I can't really make me go look at this shit. He has like his own little like. Some PR team told him, look, you need to do like a video blog, like a vlog, where people get to know the real you, right? The problem is, even in the trailer, he comes off as fake as fuck. I'm like, oh no, I'm not watching this shit. But yeah, man, yeah, fuck that.
I just want to throw out one other thing that I found. Well, there's two more things in all wrap. So, but one thing specifically on real sports. The Usain Bolt training, doing a 3-day trial with Borussia Dortmund in Germany.
Serious?
Yeah, he wants to play. He wanted to play for Man United.
Okay, can he play?
Nobody can run like fuck.
No. Okay, but he can't play.
No, well, I don't know if he can actually play. Like, I'm sure as a kid he's played football.
Here's the problem: let's say you play him as a striker. He's up front. He's getting bodied. He's a big boy. He's tall. He's strong, so he can be physical. But you need some finesse up there at the striker position. You can't just fucking be giant and even fast. You need to have some finesse. I don't know much about him, so I don't know if he has that kind of game.
Imagine if they just he stands on the halfway line all game. They just hoof it over.
And he just runs.
Like gone. Like there's nobody. Well,
what's the offsides call? Is there the offsides call is if you're ahead of
the offside is when if you're in your own half when the ball is played, you can't be offside. That's the first one. So if nobody stood with him and he stood at the halfway line, or if somebody was stood with him and he was just inside his own half and they booted it over the top of him and he ran, he could never be offside. But when the ball is played, so when the person making the pass makes the pass, if any part of your body is further ahead towards their goal, further on than the last line of their defense, like a defender, whatever, any part of your body that can play the ball, so knees, chest, head, anything is in front of that line, then you are offside. When the ball leaves the player's foot when it's passed.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So that makes okay. So I normally know all the rules, but I always get the refresher course when it comes to the World Cup. But okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. It'd be interesting. I'd watch.
Dude, if you bag 30 goals a season just running.
Yeah. Just spring. Like, look, hey, you saying, like the manager goes up, you saying, when I give you that signal, motherfucker, to start running, just go. Just don't even look at where the ball is. Just take off fucking running when you see me give you the signal. So you see Usain Bolt in the middle, just staring at the manager. Go. And he's boom, gone.
You just want like a really good footballer, like a good passer of the ball to just like ping the ball.
You need like a Cristiano Ronaldo, like a Ronaldo to be able to fucking put the ball where he needs it. That guy's a sniper with his passing. A lot of people talk about his scoring. His passing is retarded. I was like, what the fuck? How did he get that ball in there? Bend it like Beckham? Fuck that guy. Bend it like this motherfucker. He fucking puts the ball exactly where just the tip of your foot needs to touch it. It's so good.
Have you heard about Zlatan moving to LA Galaxy?
Who?
Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who played for LA.
Yeah. I don't know a lot about. I don't know a whole lot about him, but I know he's a big deal.
He's a fucking god, is what he is.
How much are they paying that motherfucker?
I'm guessing it's at least 200,000 plus, and he'll have image rights as well.
Oh. How old is he?
He'll be one. He's like 35, 36.
Yeah, I mean it's end of his year. It's like look, the MLS is where all these soccer players, these football players go when it's time to retire. You do your time playing some real football, and then you go over and play soccer in the MLS for the Chicago Red Bull.
It's either you play in Abu Dhabi, you play in China, or you go to the MLS. They're your three options.
Hey,
wherever you go.
If I'm a top footballer who is aging and is almost done and can't compete with the young cats in Europe anymore, I go to MLS. I get to go live in LA. What? I get to fucking go to the parties. What? You're paying me what money? All right, I'm famous as shit. I get what.
I was gonna say you have like I don't know what you call it in the States even, but I know the rule of it. Like you can only have like 3 players over the wage cap in the States.
There's a salary cap.
Yeah, but it's for 3 players only. You can only have 3 marquee signings.
Yeah, it's something about fairness because baseball gets crazy over here. For example, like baseball teams don't have a cap. There's no cap in baseball. That's why the Yankees can buy their teams every year and still lose. By the way, you fucks. But Yeah, that's why you get these super teams where they buy them. Like Dodgers do that shit all the time. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know how. Like, I don't watch. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't watch MLS. I don't watch
Oh,
I don't watch baseball. If there's a team, if there's like if Man U's on TV, I'll watch it. If Real Madrid's on TV, I'll watch it. Fucking Manchester's on. Just Manchester City's on. I'll watch them sometimes, like if they're on TV. But I'm not a huge follower of soccer till like the World Cup.
yeah.
Honestly. And then I watch some Mexican League soccer. My hometown team's playing, but they're notoriously awful. But unfortunately,
The last thing I want to just bring up is allegedly Hulk Hogan is coming back or is in talks with WWE to return after being away for 3 years. Whether he's going to be competing or just a on-screen thing. I just want to just put out a disclaimer right now. Fuck Hulk Hogan. Fuck Hulk Hogan.
that guy's a piece
Don't
of shit.
ever bring that racist piece of shit around ever again. Ever again. Like, the fact that WWE even remotely considering it, to me, is absolutely, completely and utterly ridiculous.
I mean, I think what they're doing is trying to bring back this nostalgia thing. I mean, look, let's say you pair her up with Ronda. They already paired up real wrestler.
Kurt Angle.
Thank you, Kurt Angle. I've been getting tweets about that like constantly. It's funny is my brother watches WWE now because his girlfriend watches it. Like she's a huge fan.
Yeah.
So he, like the other day he's all asking me like, "Hey, Royal Rumble's coming here to Phoenix in 2019?" And I go, "Oh, are they?" So I'm trying to get tickets so me and my girl can go. And I'm like, "Okay, you want to go?" No.
Oh, you'd
like,
love
why?
it.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm sure it'd be fun. I really am sure. And I've been wanting to go to an event, but I don't care to spend that kind of money. It was like $300 for like an awful seat.
All right, it's not like that over here.
No, fuck that. I can get the 7-day trial with a new email on fucking network. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Anyway, yeah, no, fucking, he wants to go. But did you see? I don't know. First of all, the Hulk Hogan thing. Fuck that guy, straight up. He's shown his colors enough times. It ain't no fucking eating vitamins and saying prayers out of that motherfucker. That guy's all bullshit.
Well, he turned around and said that he wasn't. He was using the M word and he was saying racist shit about his girl. This is in the middle of a porno whilst he's banging a bird. I'd just like to add. He's talking about his daughter whilst he's fucking a bird. Like, I'm just gonna throw this out there. The girl he was banging, I was wearing I'm not saying anything in particular. You guys just connect the dots. But the fact that he was saying that like he didn't approve of his daughter dating a guy of color and turning around and like using them bombs and stuff like that, I'm just like, fuck this guy. And like, even though he won loads of money by suing the company that like,
Gawker.
Yeah. Like, regardless of all that shady shit and regardless of Hulk Hogan winning, the content still showed that he's a racist piece of shit. Right,
and I think WWE was just waiting, or he was waiting. I think Hulk Hogan was waiting for people to forget. Look, we're in a 24-hour news cycle. Everyone already forgot about that shit, except for like fans like you and like hardcore, like real fans who are gonna be the same way as you, going fuck Hulk Hogan. Right? Most people probably be like whatever, right? But like there'll be a good amount of people that boo him and shit.
If you're like a hardcore fan,
yeah. That being said, I remember he said something about his daughter, and he was like lotioning her up and shit, and I was just like, "Whoa, Hulk, cut that out, bro." I mean, tag me in, but cut that out, dude. What the fuck? I'm not gonna lie.
Hulk Hogan's daughter and Mankind, Mick Foley, whatever you want to call him, his daughter.
Oh, dude. Well, I don't know her name, but I seen her, and I'm just like
Neoli Foley, I think her name is, or Neoli Foley.
All I know is I saw her, and I was just like, "What the fuck? That's Foley's jeans? That crazy motherfucker." The joke on you, dog. Hey, thank you. That is a contribution to humanity.
But have you seen the guy she's dating, the clown?
What?
She's dating the clown. Hold on, I'm gonna DM you this.
Okay, DM me that shit.
Yeah.
That being said, when Brooke Hogan was trying to sing, I didn't hit that at least once. She was an awful singer, but God, that shit was funny. Not to mention, who you think's gonna date your daughter, Hulk? She's 6'4", or whatever the fuck she is. Like, get out of here with that shit.
It's so wrong. I'm like going through fucking pictures right now trying to find a boyfriend because she's like an absolute little smoke show. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm trying to find this clown ass guy that she's dating. I can't find a picture of this fucking. Where is this creep? I genuinely can't find this fucking weirdo. Oh, I think I found him.
Okay.
Right. Oh, right. I'm gonna send you a thing of him, so then you can see like what he dresses like on an everyday basis type thing. Because otherwise, it's not gonna be as. This guy posts so many gifs. Like I'm not even. What is wrong with this guy? Right. I'm gonna show you a picture of him without the clown makeup on. First and foremost, just so that I can show you. I know we're breaking the fourth wall here, guys.
While you're doing that, real quick, while you're doing that, USADA just I want to say cleared, but it looks like we're gonna get Josh Barnett back sooner than normal. Not like anyone really cares, but
that's another person for Ngannou to kill.
Pretty much. Frank the Clown WWE. That is not him.
Hold on, I'll show you another picture of him just so you know that I'm not bullshitting.
The old guy, right? Oh no, the little guy.
Oh, no, the young guy.
Oh my god, that looks like Tony Hinchcliffe.
Well, yeah, this is genuine.
Dude, what the actual fuck?
That guy is smashing the back doors off of Foley's daughter.
I hate that guy. You know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna hate the player. I'm gonna hate the game. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, this is messed up. There's one more, and that's it. But yeah, that's crack. Yeah, yep.
Dude, holy shit! Mick Foley's daughter is a smoke show.
Yeah, and her boyfriend.
Damn it.
In this, I don't know if you use this expression in the States, but we say that the guy's punching. He's reaching.
He's reaching big time. Fuck yeah. Hey, man. He punched up and he scored. Jesus fucking Christ.
Right, on that note, we're going to wind this down so Eddie can go and jerk his gut because I can already see that the table's rosy. I'm going to leave him to it. So, ladies and gentlemen, just want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Bain, Jiu-Jitsu Athletic Apparel. Make sure that you go and check them out. BainStore.com, BAIN store.com. Use the code word the heel hook for all one word for 10% off all your jiu-jitsu needs. Additional to that, make sure you check out Receptra, CBD oils, balms, and all that good stuff. Get your body right, your mind right. Eddie's probably going to be using the top.
I'm calling it now. Noelle Foley was probably homeschooled, and she has no idea what kind of guys are out here. And that guy just swooped in, got in that shit quick, and now she's like, why leave?
Well, yeah, that too. Make sure that you use the code word the heel hook for Receptra, RECEPTRA, naturals.com. Use the code word.
And she's a foot taller than this motherfucker.
What was that comedy with Queen Latifah called Beauty Shop?
Yeah, I think so. Like
where he's talking about mini-me. He's just the right height.
Yeah. This motherfucker, like, yo. You know what, man? Good for you. Go fuck yourself, but good for you anyway. What the fuck? Sometimes you want to see the little guy win something. Yeah,
well, he's definitely the little guy. Anyway, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, guys. Make sure you leave a like on this. Tell a friend to watch this as well. Make sure that you follow me on Twitter. That's Asher Lamprey. And that's also on Instagram as Asher Lamprey. That's ASHLEYLAMPREY. Make sure you follow the Heel channel _ on Twitter. We're also on iTunes and on SoundCloud. The Heel channel. Make sure to check that out for all of the Heel Hook shows, for the triggered ones. Where can find you at, Eddie? Eddie's just
yo. Okay, real quick, because we're on Triggered, and I can talk about this shit on Triggered. So Trump signed this like spending bill. It's like $1.3 trillion, right? This motherfucker just went out and said, as a matter of national security, I signed the omnibus spending bill. I say to Congress, I will never sign another bill like this again. And my first thought is, motherfucker, you could have not signed this one. What's wrong with you? You're full of shit. Like, come on, dude. Like, I'm not even like, it's not even about disliking him or not, or not liking him or not liking him. Like, that was a stupid thing to do. Anyway, sorry. This is dumb. But anyway, back to Noelle Foley. God damn, you can find me in her panties. Follow me on Twitter at Elaw31. You can follow me on Instagram at Keyboard Warriors MMA. And of course, KeyboardWarriorsMMA.com. All day, all night. We're doing shows and shit. Not really all day and all night. I mean, you can go there all day and all night, but we're not doing shows all day and all night because that's a lot of work. And we're lazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. So
he's gonna stream 24 hours.
Dude, I'm supposed to do that at some point. I never have time.
It's your turn.
I never have time, dude. to stream 24 hours, I'm gonna have to do it like when I'm like fuck, dude, that'd be fucked up.
Yeah,
I would have to plan it so perfectly to me. Like it would have to be a Saturday. It would have to be from like Saturday at midnight or Friday at midnight, Saturday morning, right?
Yeah.
To Saturday at midnight, right? No, to the next day, Sunday. To what? Wait a minute, I'm retarded. What? I can't even think right now. 12 to 12. Yeah, 12 to 12. Yeah. Bro, it's been a long day. It's been a long week. All right. I'm like.
Right on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this has been motherfucking triggered from me and Eddie. Peace up.
Noah Foley, hit me up. I'm smarter than that sound.